Well, hello everyone, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Iron Panther Presents. We continue our review of The Beauty as we talk about season 1, episode 5. I say season 1 because I hope it gets a season 2. And we got the big reveal. Apparently, Kingpin is responsible for all this stuff. It's awesome. It was a great episode. Again, kind of still two stories going on, but they're starting to come together. So we'll see how all this rolls out. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. You can like on the video and comment on the video. Enjoy the intro, and let's get to the comments. Tell us what you think.
Wait, I got to do it now. Wait, this is gonna be funny. Wait, you ready? I got to do it.
This is awesome. This is amazing. I love it.
It was psychological. It was emotional.
Extremely entertaining.
But as always, as we try to say here, as we said, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And as we talk about this video, please like on the video and comment on the video, and we will get back to you as soon as possible.
Alrighty, we got the origin story that we've been asking for. Who is Ashton Kutcher's real? What did he look like before he took the drug? And how did all this become about? So we got answers to all of those questions. So we got more questions, I guess. So anyway, let's start with Kim. Hello. How are you? All right, Kim, please start us off. What would you like to begin?
The part that really got me was when what is his name?
Byron?
No, yeah, Byron. When Byron shot all the people, I was like, what is happening? Like, why would you do that? And like, but then I understand now why he did it, right? But at the time, I didn't get it. Sorry, I'm being grandma right now. So.
Oh, look at it. So cool.
I was making sure it wasn't my sensor alert just now. I was making sure it wasn't from my crib. I was like, wait a minute. Okay.
No, it's my grandson who keeps throwing his little car. He throws it on the floor and he wants me to keep picking it up.
Oh, he just wants to play with you.
Yeah.
Hello, Candy. How are you? All right, so Byron, so again, kills everybody. I'm confused on why they were there in the first place then.
Because they're billionaires and they wanted to look perfect. Like he sold them on it. And I think I'm kind of thinking maybe they invested money with him for this. I think it's about money too.
That should have been more clear. That should have been very clearly defined. Like he needed them, and this was the let me show the shareholders once but he already planned to kill them. Like he brought the weapon into the chamber. So it's like, again, he's the richest man on earth. So at no point did they say he couldn't afford to run this project by himself. So I was very confused why they're there. He was just going to murder them immediately. But anyway, Giovanni, what did you think of the reveal? As they say.
That's all we talking about. Is just right.
Well, we'll do the other two parts of the story later. But I want to get into the origin story and that kind of stuff right now.
What part? Like the after the transformation reveal?
Byron Frost, the whole thing. Byron Frost, you meet his wife, how he got there, him getting head again, then like he went to the mansion, killing everybody.
That I'm like, is his son like Bradley Cooper or Ryan Reynolds or something? Because they keep talking about him and him being in rehab, and this is like across 5 years. When they reveal him, it better be a big reveal of who this drug addicted son is.
It's Charlie Sheen.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I don't know how that would work with the Godfather of Harlem guy, but all right. But yeah, I thought it was good. I want to know, like, what you see with Jeremy is he was in the fat suit, and then he kind of he still is the same person, right? Like mannerisms and stuff like that, because it was him. This character didn't even try to act anything like I'm gonna mirror Ashton Kutcher or anything like that. And what you see with Jane and everything like that, it's like, hey, I'm like, how do you tell that? Like, do your mannerisms change as well as your physical appearance?
Well, like you point out, Jeremy is the same actor. You know what I'm saying? So it's not hard to continue to be you. You know.
No, but I'm saying like they didn't even tell what's his name, Vincent, whatever. Hey, try to act more Ashton Kutcher when you're playing this role.
Acting like
well, Ashton Kutcher actually tried to act more like Vincent.
Yes.
So he got because I watched the podcast that comes on right after the show, and they asked him about that. And Ashton did do his research. He watched a whole bunch of Vincent's TV shows and movies and things like that because he wanted to get mannerisms down. He wanted to get his voice kind of down. Yeah. But I don't think Vincent did that. I mean, Vincent is, he's one of our, golden people of movies and TV.
Actor. He's a very well-established actor with
and he's not gonna do that.
You can't tell him to do someone else. Like you're gonna do him.
Exactly. Yeah. he can only do him, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah. I feel
I'm like he killed them because it was like, from what I understand, I think it's probably he is like, I don't want anybody to know what my new face looks like or whatever, and I can be more or less anonymous or whatever now.
We'll see. Okay, Chris. Then okay. So what do you think about the masker / transformation?
Oh no, I thought that was a nice reveal. I mean, I don't know why, I watched enough TV shows and movies that I should have saw that coming, and I didn't. I was like, the bags. I was like, what is in that bag? I'm thinking like it was like something to help his heart or something. I thought it was like some pills, like some heart pills, in that really big brown bag for some weird ass reason. Like it didn't hit me. Oh shit! Of course. Like the moment he kind of came out the cocoon and then he unzipped, I'm like, oh shit, that's a gun, isn't it? You know what I mean? He about to murder these folks. Now I thought that I was like, oh yeah, of course he would kill him. Like these are these other investors, aka his competitors. I was like, all right, yeah, you gotta make sure that these guys don't exist, which is why like now we see, which is another reason why you see him one by one mowing down these other folks because the stuff got leaked out. The stuff got leaked anyway. You know what I mean? So now he's trying to contain it. He's doing a terrible job because I think it's spreading like wildfire. You know what I mean? But yeah, it made sense. The whole time I'm thinking like, oh yeah, we're going to see these characters like later on and whatnot. And I was trying to keep track of who was who other than the girl, obviously, because it was one girl that was in there. I was just thinking like, okay, is that character? But then when he put out a gun, it just didn't matter. At that point, I was like, oh shit, never mind. Like I didn't even care. It didn't matter. But yeah. And then, yeah, so to me, it made sense. It made perfect sense. These are his competitors, and he wanted to make sure that he was the only game in town. You know what I mean? He didn't want this product and have these guys to be like, let me divvy up. I was like, oh, you're offering this much? Oh, you're offering that? No, why pay money when I could just take it? You know what I mean? I can just take the damn thing, and I'm gonna take your damn doctor too. You know what I mean? All that shit. You know what I mean? And all of that. And he had to hide the evidence. I'm sorry though. If I was that doctor, I would like, kill me because I already know you're going to do that anyway. You're going to kill me. You want to kill your own men. You're like, no, just you might as well just kill me. So
So it's hello, Richard. Thank you for being part of our chat. If they set it up this way, it would have made sense, right? If we started off with a group of billionaires get together and like we want to outlive, everyone else. We want to overcome age, and we invested and we got this doctor and we did all this. And then after they're all beautiful, he's like, I ain't sharing shit. And then like he shoots them at the board meeting or something. Now it makes sense because you don't know what this is going to turn into. Like it's like they saw one person on a picture, like that would make more sense. But it's like he walked into this thing supposedly not necessarily know how this thing works. Already, at no point did he say, "You helped me get this." Like you pay for this, you pay for that, you pay. Like at no point did I hear I needed your billions on top of my billions to make this shit happen. Not once. So I'm like, I thought he was sharing it with his friends because he does give it to someone else. He gives it to the assassin who doesn't have a name. He gave it to him at some point, and he still has it, and he's still alive. And he gives it to other people because they say there's a group of people that know how to use it, that know how to keep it, close hold. And then one person kind of got it out. So I'm like, At what point did he say, okay, I can share this with someone? It didn't click for me at that point. Because I thought one of the people in the house was going to be the old man assassin. I was waiting to see what he originally looked like. But then he killed.
How do you know that they're really dead? Because in the first episode, you see the woman on the motorcycle. She crashes, is all messed up, but she still can move and everything. You see the assassin shoot people and kill them, but how do you know, like, if they're not, at whatever stage?
The
2 years or what have you, that they can regenerate and stuff.
Well, no, Jamani, that's a good point. I need to get there. I need to know that, oh shit, never mind. I shot you, but I didn't realize that, now you can heal yourself. And these are the people that create the billionaires that have the safe version. Like,
and I'm like, the assassin, that would explain what happened to his eye. He got shot in it.
So this is a great story, Jamani.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that maybe like somebody actually survived it, and then and then he's probably gonna put another bullet in it. Maybe we get the next episode and like put another bullet in him. And he's like, no, I can work with you. I can do this or whatever. Maybe. And then so maybe we'll get that.
Yes, that would be awesome.
But they didn't show him as one of the people. So are you thinking that there's a surprise person?
No, I mean
no. He could have been. He just didn't have a name, and we still don't know his name.
Right. Yeah, like maybe the next episode we see the house burning, and then we see one person like crawl away. You know what I mean? And it was just this older guy, or whatnot, and he's like, oh, I got to finish him off, and then you know how they do. Like, I'm about to kill him, but he says the right thing at the right time. He's like, never mind.
Maybe because that would, and he got to the billionaire lady that was in the house looks like the same lady in episode 1 opening scene, sitting in the restaurant unbothered as the lady was going crazy looking for water. So there's more. It could be, but there's definitely more to the story. Hello everyone, he's an animal. It was insane for him to shoot the killers. Like it reminded me of the Joker, like in the Dark Knight.
Like, the beginning,
like, I killed the bus driver. What? Yep. I was like, but then I'm thinking, okay, so shouldn't you have to shoot the helicopter people? Like once the pilot lands, and you should kill him too, right? Because he knows what you look like now. But eventually, your wife's gonna know what you look like, and your new assistant who's sucking you off knows what you look like. And let's go back to that. If this is sexually
I think that's how it's going to spread. He can't resist. So the girl, either one of the two things is going to happen. Either him not being able to, or because that's the thing, he doesn't at this point, he doesn't even know that it's through sexual content. Because remember, even the assassin even said that was just an unforeseen side effect. You know what I mean? That's how.
No, when they were talking to the scientists and they said, "Hold up, what are the side effects?" and he never said, "Yeah, this can be sexually transmitted or anything like that." They didn't know about it yet.
Yeah, they didn't know about it yet. You know what I mean? And then so I feel like he's going to spread it, or his son is going to spread it. Like, we're going to get his son. He's going to, because we see that his son is struggling and whatnot. Maybe he gives it to his son, and then his son can't. Maybe he's sharing needles with somebody, and then the needle.
I think it's more or less that the bootleg version is the STD version. I don't think that the real corporate scientist lab version can be spread through STDs.
I understand. We need to explain something, because he was getting sucked off like in episode 1 when we first get Ashton Kutcher. So to show he's consistent, like it's the same dude, right? So I'm like, was that a transfer? Like, is the young lady getting it? Like, I don't know how much.
Or did she already transform? Maybe she already transformed. Maybe
get hit with a condom. No, that's a silly. But I mean, it could be. I mean, we don't know. She could already have it to Christmas.
I was about to say, Jamani, you don't do that and put on a condom.
Yeah, come on, bro.
That defeats the whole point. You might as well just put on Pornhub then at that point.
Yeah,
like
it's someone like him. He ain't gonna be like, I'm just gonna wear a condom because I respect my wife or some shit like that. That was hard to watch. Like they'd be like, hey, girl, you ain't.
And so was he.
But it was cool again to see their relationship. Then, like, she's always been this way, but to be like, and I choose. And at some point, she chooses to say, "I love me for who I am, and you just don't love you who you are." But we're still gonna stay together. And that was a very quick. That's a writer's way of giving us the backstory of why they're still together. Like they'll be like, it's all about
Oh,
that.
oh yeah, for sure. It was a lot of dialogue in that scene just to let us know why these two people who now are total opposites, and and don't want the same things, but it's about money. So that makes sense. A lot of people stay together just for money. So
I thought that was cool to be like, okay, let's again, like we don't need to address this too many times. We'll just be like, okay, this is how they got together. This is why they're together. But let's move on to the next.
How horrible that she doesn't even get the serum. I don't know, are we going to get like a scene from like, since she was already in the movie Death Becomes Her or whatever? Is she going to be like just rated like they're going to CGI her and make her like the version she was in that movie? You know what I mean?
No, she chooses not to.
No, she doesn't want it. Remember, she's the only one in this production that is satisfied with her aging.
Okay. Yeah, she said
she's fine with being and with aging and looking good.
Yeah. Then she should take back that movie. Damn it! No, I'm just all right.
well, to be fair, she doesn't know. She does. None of them supposed to know what the drug actually accomplished. If he walks out looking like Vincent and comes back looking like Ashton Kutcher, we need to have the conversation. I want to see the conversation where she still goes, never mind. I still want that. Like, I'm happy with who I am. Because like I need to know, did she really make that choice 3 years ago? Or is he like, nope, you had your turn and you get to look like the way you look. I want to know. Because I can't imagine that. No, you can be stable, not necessarily know you're going to explode in 2-3 years, but like, hey, this is what you're going to look, and you're better off than where you were before. That she truly is like, nah, it's all right. Age comes for all of us, and I'm just okay with it. But I think that would be a very mature response on her part. But he killed the staff. I was like, God damn! Like, I mean,
he burnt the house down. Like, I didn't think that extra step was needed. Like, did you need to just burn down the whole damn castle? I was like, what is happening here?
You killed like at least 10 people, and most of 4 of them are extremely rich, which means someone's looking for them. Like at some point.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I'm like, just the practicality of it didn't make a lot of sense because these people can't just disappear off the face of the earth and no one asking any questions about what happened to them. And then what's going to happen to the ashes of the house? I mean, is he going to pay people to bury all that shit? Like, it looked like a horror movie scene. It looked cool, not very practical.
It is a horror movie scene. Horror show. But what about the drivers who are supposed to come back and get these people later on, or like in a couple of days?
Well, no, I think he killed all of. I think they all drove themselves up. But the idea he killed everyone. Like he
no, they were all in cars. Remember, they all drove up in like
chauffeurs. They had chauffeurs.
Yeah, they had chauffeurs that drove them there.
Well, okay. Well, okay.
And we didn't see the chauffeurs because the chauffeurs left because these people. I think they're supposed to be there maybe a weekend or a couple of days. So I'm thinking like when they come back, there's not going to be anybody but there. So
maybe the assassin's one of their chauffeurs. Ooh.
Yeah,
that could be.
That would be something,
And he took so. What's up, Jamani? I know you were in the middle of something. We're good.
Yeah, I'm like, when I was watching this, I was like, this whole level of secrecy and them being billionaires just is like him being the richest man in the fucking planet, as they say. He can just cover it up like the Epstein files or something like that. Like, hey, it was a suicide.
Okay, and that's still being questioned. But yes, the fire is.
All I'm gonna say is, even the richest man in the world, Elon Musk, couldn't stop his name from appearing on the Epstein file. So that proves that you can't hide everything, no matter how much money you got.
You can't cover up everything. But no, again, it's all TV show. But the I thought. As a scientist, the scientist is like, we need to have proof of concept, right? And all of this is for Byron. Byron's paying for all this stuff. I just would think that they would get some homeless people, and like, or people who are not going to be missed. They transform, and he's like, oh, okay, they solid. All right, well then kill all of them because it's my turn now. Like, if this is all just to prove proof of concept, you don't need to bring in the billionaires or high profile people that are going to be missed. You know what I'm saying? Like that would have made, like, the man in the picture that they if he was real, is he dead too? Like, I mean, did they kill him too? So no one knows how the drug works. I mean, I don't know if they're even going to go through all that. I thought that was going to be the assassin. I thought he was going to be the one in like on the picture and or something. And then I'm like, no, this is some other random person. One of the guys transformed into that slept with Jordan. I don't think they're gone. Oh,
are you sure?
That's what. All right. I mean, I don't know.
All right. So my question is the assassin, the chauffeur that was at the beginning of the episode when he kicked the girl out of the limo and he said Raul stop the car. Is that his real name?
Ooh.
Oh, that's
yeah. There you go. First, I mean, not to
that
get
makes sense. That name. Yeah.
Let's not pretend like Raul is not usually reserved for. You know what I mean?
A Latino person, exactly.
Yep. I'm glad you said it, not me. But yes,
How did he get the duffel bag in there?
That's a duffel bag in there. What you mean?
He
tried on the brown bag. He just brought.
What? No, like
he just brought it in, and the doctor was getting ready to take it. Remember, the doctor was about to take it from him. Yeah. He's like, "I'll take this," and he was like, "No, I got important stuff in there." And I was like, "What?
What was up with the teddy bears, though? What was up with the teddy bears?
That was so weird, wasn't it? It's like a bathrobe.
He said that's my Burning Man outfit, and I'm burning. He said that. So he's just that kind of fashionable.
I don't understand.
So because
how come we haven't seen Ashton Kutcher wear the Burning Man outfits anywhere else?
I don't look, bro. I didn't write it. I'm saying, but maybe also it was probably cold in there, and maybe he was cold also because the doctor knew that they were going to overheat. Even the injection itself wasn't on dry ice. Like he knew that. So maybe it was cold in the room. So he was like, "Well, I want to be warm in general," and he put on his warm coat.
Well,
but he didn't realize they were gonna.
I guess the way they kind of set it up with the whole like, oh, this is important to me. I need to keep it here. The brown bag. They kind of made it. They set it up as if like he knows something that the others don't know.
Yeah.
In the sense of not just the brown bag, but maybe the teddy bear. So I thought that was going to lead something else. Because to your point, if that was the whole thing about heating up, then wouldn't the doctors also put everyone else in something that what I mean? Like he would know more than anybody.
I get you. So again, it's his project. Like the way I took it is he fully funded this thing. He picked the doctor, and I don't understand why the other ones were even there at that point. But it's like he was like, "Hey guys, look at what we can do," or something. And then, but again, he already had the weapon. Like he somehow knew how this was gonna go. And maybe we need to see that he saw the test guy. He saw the test footage. He knew that this could be possible. And he was prepared at that moment that if it did work, he was just gonna knock out everybody else. But
all right. So let me clear this up, right? He wanted to kill his competition. These are the richest people in the world, right? I can invest in their businesses, get their capital, all that type of stuff, get them out of the way, right? If I can't have them show up somewhere and I just Tommy gun them and they're dead because their DNA and their bodies are there, even if I burn the house and all that. But if they transform into somebody else, right, and then I kill them, nobody can ever come for me because who did I kill? So this is not even a person.
But then you're missing. But again, to what they were saying, like these people were dropped off. I mean, there would have probably been phone call messages like, "Hey, I'm about to go to so and so." Right? Like as if people didn't text. Like, you know what I mean? Like
I get that, but I'm saying if somebody goes missing, as opposed to you look into this and you're like, "There's nothing to be found. They just fell off the face of the earth." Like,
but that's not true though, Jamani, because not only do you have a huge fire, but now you got charred bodies. So unless you're looking at unless you have dental records, you could just assume that so many charred bodies who they can't get because they're just skeletons now. They could just be like, "Oh, they must be them." You see what I'm saying?
That's what I was going to say.
The skeletons won't even match their bodies because these are fat old people. Now they're young, skinny people.
You would have to assume that that they would know what their skeleton. Skeletons aren't just different just because like you're a different. Like,
but again, let's chalk this up that this is a TV show that none
No,
of this
it's
is
real
going
life.
to get
Damn it.
addressed.
It's real life.
I love to get into the details, but y'all, like, we gotta let this shit slide. Like, they just want to show to the level of crazy that Byron is. That was the point of how
But
insane
his
this
wife is just as crazy when she set that daggone painting.
painting on
I
fire.
bet you that painting is like worth millions and millions of dollars.
Probably.
Who sets that on fire? And then she just walked away. And he sits down. I'm like, so nobody's gonna put the fire out? It's just gonna be burning? Like what type of people are? And then is this a different castle, or is this the same castle that he burned down?
Kim, if you
Different one,
make
'cause he said,
upwards
"I'm leaving."
of $70 billion, then what's $4 million?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like, that's like you losing
Yeah, I
50
guess.
bucks. You're like, oh, I just lost 50, $100.
But to
Yeah, sure.
both of your points, one of them should have said, that thing costs X million dollars.
Yeah, yeah.
So we can fully
Oh,
appreciate how much money they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, well,
Yeah.
I'll just finish my steak and then I'll move up
Okay.
out of here. But no, it was a different place, Kim, because he said I gotta go. And she's like, I'll be back. And she was like, oh, okay. So is it, but to your point, I was like,
So I'm thinking maybe that was the medical place. Maybe that was the place where all the research was being done. Because of the way the room was set up, you know what I'm saying? Like it
Yeah.
just seemed like they had so that's why he burned it down, to more so to get rid of the people, of course, but also to get rid of any, kind of scientific equipment or anything like that. He wanted to get rid of that, and he's going to put this doctor in a different building and make him create this all over again.
Oh, he did. But then, like he said, there's scientists on top of scientists who made the parts and put it all together. And wait, so where was Byron going when he put on the super clean uniform? Because that was present day. Like he was going into something when how does he know so much? Like he's like, yo, this Agent Cooper, you got to go take care of him. Hey, the NIH has a live agent. Who is feeding him all this information? Like about where Cooper is at, pinpoint precision, and also somehow they don't know about Jordan though for some reason. But he knows exactly what's going on with Cooper. They got to get to the guy who already transformed. So that's Manny is his name. So that's my other problem. So let's Cooper, Jordan talking to Cooper. I'm a little bit irritated that he was so dumbfounded that Jordan transformed.
Oh, after what he just saw earlier. Yeah.
Like I'm like, what are we doing right now? Like prove it to hey, who thought Face Off? Am I the only one?
No.
You understood Face Off?
When she said shh, she was like, just listen to my voice.
Oh, did she really do that? I missed
She
that.
did. She watch it. She rubbed his face. It was like,
okay.
don't believe your eyes. I was like John Travolta. Like I seen this movie. I was like, damn it. Like, you don't think I'm gonna notice that shit? And she was like, just listen to my voice. Just listen to my voice. And he was like, okay, it's Jordan because you know the nickname from my dick. I'm like, what? But also, you saw a naked man transform in front of you, and then you fought said new naked man, and both of you saw 4 cases of people whose before and after photos don't look the same. And you're like, I can't believe you can't be Jordan. This is too much.
I think you know what though. I think you know how it's like you got those things where it's like you believe the stuff you see on TV, like in the sense of like maybe you see on the news, you see something horrific or whatever, and then it happens to you, and you're like, no, I don't believe that. Like no, like my son couldn't do that or whatever. You know what I mean? Or like that. You see what I'm saying? I think like he saw that, but he's like, I know Jordan. You know what I mean? And I know for one, she probably just wouldn't be sleeping around like that. Like it just doesn't like well, he was caught off guard.
He knew she was sleeping around like that. The thing that got me was he saw when they went back to the apartment, not when they first when he first opens the door, when they go back to the apartment and she pulls the gun and he's like, what are you doing? He's like, I didn't lose my mannerisms and my skills or whatever. Like, so he doesn't really fully understand this stuff. So
yeah,
even though he's
well, again, Manny is alive. Post-transformation, NIH has him. They should be investigating this. If Cooper, he needs to be there trying to understand what happened to Manny. Who is he? Is he a new person? No, he's the same person with a new body. How is that possible? Like understand what happened, and then that validates the 4 cases that they ran into in episode 1, and now he's piecing it together. So he's like, oh, okay, this is the same person, but they're just fully transformed, and that kind of stuff. I mean, see, he has a specimen to study. But anyway, I thought Jordan was hilarious. She's naturally defensive when she's like, so how'd you get it? What are you trying to say? Are you trying to shame me? Yes, because you fucked some random dude with no condom, and now look at you. Like you transform. So, and then she tries to kiss him. I'm like, you trifling, girl. Like you gotta go. Like I'm like, nah, you ain't gonna be staying with me. That's for sure. I'm like, nah, girls. It just Cooper wants.
But if it was a man, if the shoe was on the other foot, you wouldn't be saying any of this. Men do this every day, all day. But because she did it, now she's some type of whore.
I'm not saying. I'm saying you are insane. She said, "Come on, okay." If any gender said this silly shit, I'm like, you are being silly. She's like, I didn't feel seen until I transformed, and I didn't feel love. You are saying this to a man who loves you. In fact, you were upset that he loves you, right? Because he was like, I accept you for who you are. From episode 1, he was like, I'm here for you. We can be this. In fact, that's why.
Yeah, but that's not her feeling. You got to remember her self-esteem, her feelings about herself are not. She's not confident within herself. Yes. And she said, and I actually thought she was confident because in the beginning, the first episode, she said to him, I got my boobs done because she didn't like them. And that was the only part of her she did not like. She got them done and she's satisfied with who she is. Now she's a completely different person and she's not satisfied with that new person. But if she was actually satisfied with her boob job, why do you feel the need that you have to sleep around to validate how your beauty, you know what I'm saying? To me, that's what she's doing.
That was like a conundrum. Yeah, that's
it's like,
and that's why you see some people kind of going too far. You know what I mean? When it comes to plastic surgery, they're like, I'm still a little bit fat here, and then when they barely got any fat on them whatsoever. So, but this is perfect time for me to say I have to bid you guys adieu. My wife needs help with the kids. I gotta be daddy. So yeah, I'll see y'all soon. Bye.
Thanks, Chris. And so, but no, I guess it's understandable and really what happened in real life, but Cooper is correct to be like, you need to be over there, right? Like, and we need to. It's an investigation. What's up, Johnny? I see you moving.
I disagree with what Kim is saying because I look at Jordan just the same way as I look at I don't even know the guy's name. The guy with the Jeremy story where he was going to the sex club and bang the 2 chicks and all of that stuff, and they had to kill the 2 girls or whatever before they came to kill him. I'm like, you're just being, promiscuous, whorish, or whatever.
Well, so again,
she's being promiscuous because of her own insecurities. That's what I'm saying.
But you were saying if it was a male, I wouldn't see it that way, and I'm like, I see it that way for that guy who was going to the sex club after he got the transformation.
Oh, yeah. With Nate, I think his name was Nate or Nathan or something like that. Yeah, exactly. He has that same issue as her. Like that, I think that's what they're trying to show us is that you can change and I think Jordan said this, I believe, to Cooper. Like you can change the outside, but it doesn't change. No, I'm sorry. That was on the podcast. They were talking to the actors. I'm sorry. But anyway, you can change the outside, but you have to change the inside along with the outside, or you'll still have these feelings and you'll never be satisfied. And that's the problem. The reason why people continue to get plastic surgery because they haven't healed the inside. Do you see what I'm saying? You see my grandson?
Yeah.
You haven't, you know what I'm saying? So that's what basically, but I was also saying that of course women always are like sluts because they do the same behavior as men because we're not supposed to do that. So
Kim, you're right. On average, we will be like, look at them hoes, like I'm saying Cooper is correct to be like, I don't need to be kissing you right now. And he was asking legitimate investigative questions. What did you do with him? Was it unprotected sex? I don't know why. Because I need to know how things get from point A to point B. Like I got someone who changed because blood splattered in their eye, right? Like, so I saw this. So some kind of fluid transfer. because when she was, I think she was crying, and I think she was crying, and he like touched her face. And I'm like, look, that's a fluid. So I'd be like, hey, whether it be sweat, whether it be tears, whether it be semen, like I don't know what comes out of you that you can change me, but I ain't trying to go through all that. You know what I'm saying? So and then when he was like, oh, maybe, hey, oh, that can heal my scars, like that can heal my knees. So does he willingly change? I don't think he would. I think he's saying I think he accepts himself for who he is, and he just wants Jordan to do the same. But he wants Jordan to be okay. What's up, Jamai?
All right, so we doing relationship goals next video, whatever. But this is where I was like, he's always wanted a relationship with her, all right? And she was like, let's keep it open. Now he's like, all right, now your situation is that so of a precarious one that I can keep you all to myself because, yeah, let's not tell anybody about this except for me. You stay with me, you in secret, whatever. And I was just like
that. I like that, Giovanni. He's like, well, now I guess I'm all you got, right?
And he hit her with that hallmark player pimp stuff of you were beautiful then, you're beautiful now, you're just different.
Oh, so and that's coming from the heart. But let me say 2 points to the writers for addressing what we brought up last week, which was how the fuck did she get from point A to point B? But I'm like, you don't look like Jordan. And you got a passport and you got ID. And she's like, well, and I'm happy that they acknowledged it to be like, well, I got friends in low places or whatever. And they got me around. And I'm like, but then how did the friends know who you were? You still got to prove yourself.
Exactly. I was stuck on that. And I'm still stuck on
it. It could have been over the phone.
No, but okay. But at some point she gets to the plane. Hey, Jamani. Yes, my voice is the same. I need a flight to America for a friend of mine, I guess. They should have. I wanted to see flight for a friend. She's gonna show up, knock it out. Thank you very much. Click. Now it's I'm the friend of Jordan. So yes, they could have did that. But at some point, somebody's gonna be like, "Hey, Jordan, that's not you." Anyway, we gotta see where that relationship goes. Let's get to Jeremy and the assassin who are now bosom buddies. All of a sudden, and I'm like, this is fast. But what do you think, Giovanni? What do you think about their buddy cop?
Yeah, it's very early on. I'm like, it's bad cop and bad acting cop. I'm like,
who's did you say?
No, I'm saying bad acting cop would probably be Jeremy. Like, he's like, hit him. No, we're gonna be here all day. You gotta hit him like this. It was like this is a training session. Like, this is not.
It was kind of weird too. It was kind of weird too. Like, Jeremy, we know that the actor is actually gay. His gayness came out in that moment with the punching because he was like, and I was like, wait, what? Like, what are we doing? Like, punch him like a dude. Like, bam! I could not believe he was like, I said, oh no.
And it is Christopher Cross. This shows what's the Stranger Things thing that they had with the girl who's in a coma. That song.
Oh, I get you. Fuck, Sam? Was it Sam? Was in a coma? Max was in a coma.
I can't remember the name of the song though, or whatever.
I can't remember the name of the song, but I know what you're saying. But it is because I remember I told y'all last week what happened when he was making all these hits. Christopher Cross had beautiful songs, and he was making a lot of money for the record companies, and they loved. And he's a writer, so he was writing hits for other people. But then he won Grammys. He won a lot of Grammys, but he had to go to the Grammys. When he went to the Grammys, this man was like 400 pounds. He had like a curly perm, and he was not attractive. And because people in America are so stuck on what you should look like, that man's life was destroyed. So he had to kind of he stayed in New York, but he had to really kind of disappear because the record companies didn't want to work with him anymore unless he was just writing. They didn't want him to be seen anymore. They just wanted him to write songs for other artists, but they didn't want him to, to perform his own songs because of what he looked like.
Well, I thought
offer it where they would have someone else sing his songs, and that's horrible.
Yeah,
So,
Well, I just
never
thought
forget.
it was kind of weird. Like again, we understand, I guess, with the assassin with his age, like he kind of grew up listening to this music. But like again, for him and Jeremy, now Jeremy is like Christopher Cross, like they're it's like again, it's like they've been
It's a
doing this.
metaphor. It's a metaphor.
So
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, it's like y'all. I mean, y'all, they just real tight with all of a sudden, and then it's like, and I was like, and then I didn't know if Jeremy was hesitating with the torture when he was like balls or nails, right? And then like he said, Jeremy, take care of it. And I didn't know if Jeremy was like, I don't know if I want to do this or I just don't know how to do this. But he stopped, like he wasn't just chopping off pieces when the assassin got the phone call. He was like, hey, we got to go. And they went, like he had, and again, like you said, he had a problem. I don't think per se it's because he's gay. He maybe not been in a lot of situations where he had to punch someone. So he's like, I don't know. Like he beat that girl to death. I mean, for example, but like we don't know how much murder training apparently that he's gotten. Apparently he's had sex training and clothes training, but like how much actual hand-to-hand stuff.
It was just weird the way his body moved and the action of it was like, eh. And I was like, you know, you're an actor, dude. You can put a little bit more oomph into it, okay? And it was just like his wrist went limp. I was like, come on, guys. You can't. Somebody in the chat agree with me. The guy was like very loose, trying to throw a punch. I was like,
but they still wrapped his body up for some reason.
Yeah.
And then took it to New York City and they planted it in Cooper's bed. But I don't know how they're gonna get to Manny. Is my question. What's up, Jamal?
Before you move on, Kate Bush running up that hill.
Okay, thank you. You looked up
Kate Bush running up the hill.
That's the song that they were playing for Max. Is his point? He had.
Got you. Okay.
I don't need any more Christopher Cross to be real. I need Jeremy to step into his assassin. You know what I'm saying? Like and let's get to this. Like we're again, is the assassin training a partner or training a replacement? We still don't know. And partner in what way? You know what I'm saying? Again, and how does he see him? And what's gonna happen when Byron finds out about Jeremy? You know what I'm saying? And how is that? Because he's gonna need a booster to stay stable.
But in this assassin, I think and that's gonna mess up both of them. Because remember, Byron said to like cut costs to like cut the serum in half. And remember he told the doctor last episode that
he was when they roll it out for commercial, for commercial sell. But again, if Byron went to the extent of killing all those people to hide whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, how's he gonna feel that now a person he didn't authorize is left alive with it? You know what I'm saying? And have that kind of conversation. Like, is Jeremy gonna mean so much to the assassin that he goes against Byron on this? Like how close is their relationship? Is if that's gonna be a thing? It'd be kind of interesting if he takes him out just to kind of keep Jeremy around, because I feel like that's where they're going with this. Like Jeremy, he needs a purpose. He was lost, and the assassin has given him that. And what about his mama? Like, I want his mama to get the shot. I don't want her to see her have sex. Like I need her to get it somehow. And maybe because she was, in a way, you know what I'm saying? So it'd be interesting because he just left his mama. Like that, like is he not gonna
he doesn't even like his mama. The way he was talking to her, he doesn't even like this woman. Like,
I think with that, it was like you said, more self-hate. Like he didn't like who he was, and his mom was trying to be there. I said that kind of thing, as opposed to just generally. But again, I'm just like, are we gonna acknowledge the mom? Like, we're gonna see her again or whatever?
She was a blur and background, noise or whatever. Yeah, I'm like, she's insignificant. It's just he lived with his mother before he got the serum, and that's all we needed to know.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So I do enjoy those two together. They got I don't know about it. I feel like it's almost like a Dexter type of vibe. Like every episode they got to be killing. If that's the formula, every episode they're gonna be killing somebody and slicing them up for some reason and painting the like it's more the assassin's routine, but we don't know why. Like why that particular? Why is he using that version to represent beauty, like the actual like Egyptian symbol? You know, why? What is the heart cutting out mean? Like, why? How did he come up with all that? Are we going to get some backstory into this stuff? What is the method? The method of his madness? That kind of thing. So I'd be interested to kind of, if we're going to try to push forward with that. And how do they get to Manny? Because I think that is the next target. If they got, and who's telling? He has to have someone. Byron has to have someone on the inside. Has to. Or just this is not going to make any sense. And he should already know who Cooper is, because he was like, "Who's the cop?" Cooper. I'm like, well, shouldn't you know Cooper? Because didn't you send 2 people to kill him in France? Like, this ain't the first time somebody went after him, unless that was somebody else. So it should be you didn't kill that guy like you were supposed to. You need to re-engage, and now he's back in America. That's how that conversation could have went. Should have went. Because now he's acting like he's new. He's new to the radar. And he shouldn't be. But anyway, we gotta get to relationship goals. Anything else, Jamani, for the beauty?
Yeah, I'm like, he sent 2 other guys. He didn't send the assassin. So I guess like the assassin is like like the number 1 pinch hitter for his kill team or what have you. And I don't know if they beat up law enforcement, or are they on the vibe of like, we kill law enforcement if they get too close. Like, they haven't really defined that line of.
That's not true. They were going to kill Cooper. It was only because his special his Navy SEALs training that he survived. They were trying to kill him. That was not in dispute. So it looks like I don't know why they didn't stick around to this conversation. I don't know why why didn't they stick around to kill Cooper? I don't know the point of leaving the body to send a message. That doesn't seem like their style. So I don't understand that.
Yeah, maybe they'll be too busy working that crime scene, and they can slip into the NIH or what,
Could be.
That I don't know. But we're at the halfway point, pretty much, I guess, so I'm really, I'm happy with what I've seen so far. So I'm enthused about the second half of the season.
Well, thank you, Jamani. I appreciate it. Thank you, Jamani. I appreciate that. Kim, any final words before we move on to Kelly?
No, I'm enjoying what I'm seeing, so I can't wait to see what happens, and moving forward. I want to see how it all comes together. Okay, my grandson's calling.
Okay. She's gonna give me a grandma. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with the chat. We do appreciate that. It lets me know that we should do this week to week. My rule is usually we try to get to at least 100 views. We didn't do that with our last review, but there's a lot of engagement in the chat, so we're gonna do this week to week either way. But if you can get your friends to watch and we get the views up, it would be nice to let us know that this is something you want us to discuss as it goes along, especially just kind of do a season review at the end.
Share the video, hype the video.
Yes, that's right. Thank you, Jamani. So we're trying to get there. But anyway, thank you guys very much. Let's move on to relationship goals and discuss whatever this was supposed to be. But we will do that in about 7 minutes. All right.
I will say thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. I see people watching people in the chat.
I enjoyed the view very much. I don't know what the fuck I was watching.
Rewatch this when we're done. Rewatch this. You'll see what we're talking about. You're gonna be like, oh shit.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
You want to go ahead.
Stacey, do your thing. Fuck that shit.
But anyway, please like and share and comment on the video and all that kinds of stuff. As they say, we're just gonna end this broadcast and say bye.